sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta say this video was brought to you by Print Champs. Y'all know what we doing. Hurt season hats, Hurt season tees. With each purchase of your Hurt season tee, you already know you get any Hurt season hat at a discounted rate. Make sure you tap in with that. And my dog, Philly Mike. He got the Philly Dogs hat looking all crispy and Nolan Smith locker. Like, that's what we bring to the table, man, over at Print Champs and Eagles content creators, man. We bring you that real feel. You know what I'm saying? We in the locker room. It don't matter. It don't matter what nobody else talking about. Just look around. Just take a step around. Look around and see how effective we are at touching the people. You know what I mean? Hey, we might not do everything right all the time, but if you know anything about me or anything that Print Champs do, we gonna be inside the building. That's all you need to know, man. So shout out my boy Philly Mike, man. Tap in with that, man. Get the stuff. Y'all know the album is streaming ridiculously, man. I mean, I feel like a rapper. The way the stream numbers is looking right now. Shout out to y'all that's streaming. God bless who hating it, man. You know, in all seriousness, man, y'all doing y'all thing. I'm real close to determining the first visual off that project. I'm gonna let y'all know in the next video, you know what I'm saying, which song is streaming the most. And the NFC East Super Friends channel, man. Myself, Bad Dog, Law Nation, Louis T. Man, y'all almost got us up to 5K real quick. Our only stream that we did about a week ago, 35K views. That's phenomenal. We're gonna keep that thing pumping. Make sure you subscribe. And we about to do a contest. If anybody could give me a nice intro or anything for the NFC East Super Friends channel, shoot it to me. I'll shoot it to the guys, and who knows, your video might be the intro. You know, I'll throw something on that for you. Some merch, something. You know, you want a Philly Dogs here, I can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? I can make that happen. But let's get into the meat and potatoes. So, let's start with the contract. Let's start with the Bosa contract out in San Fran. Let me look this up real quick, because I had the details on the contract. But hold on, bear with me. Nick Bosa. I know he just got a bag. You know what I mean? I don't know the specifics of said bag, but it's extreme. You know what I mean? I think he got somewhere around $122 million guaranteed. Ridiculous. And you know, when I think about the Bosa contract, I think about what's going to happen with Haason Reddick. Because when you think about what Bosa has done to get this bag, you know, Bosa Defensive Rookie of the Year, Bosa Defensive Player of the Year, 25 years old. He had an excellent 2022 season, registering 51 tackles, 19 for loss, a league leading 18.5 sacks, 48 QB hits, and 2 forced fumbles, 3-time Pro Bowler, and was a 2019 Defensive Rookie of the Year. He got the biggest contract for any defensive player in NFL history. That is Nick Bosa. Now, the problem is he's going to be making $35 million a year or something like that. When you got Haason Reddick, who was in that tier of edge rusher, you know what I'm saying, making $15 million a year. Now, I don't know if that's because we got his title as linebacker, but you know what I mean, you got to do something about this, because after this season, you know what I mean, I would be shocked if, I would be surprised that the dude ain't holding out now, if you want to be honest. I'm surprised that Haason Reddick ain't holding out right now, because he's probably like the 15th highest paid guy at his position. But he's getting you top 3 results. You know what I mean? The top 3 guys at the position, top 5 guys. Let's go there. Myles Garrett, Bosa, Haason Reddick, Micah Parsons, because I guess he's moving over there. Myles Garrett, Bosa, Haason Reddick, Micah Parsons. And you got to throw a 5th guy in there. It doesn't matter who it is, really, but those are the guys for real, at the position. And those are the guys that's holding it down for real. And all of those other guys getting top dollar. You know what I mean? Those guys are getting top dollar. So, you know, you gotta start correcting some things in terms of figuring out what you're going to do with Haason Reddick, because Haason Reddick is a major piece to the puzzle here. You know what I mean? It would be a sad day if we're bringing in a Nolan Smith to replace him, because we don't want to pay that bag, because, you know, Smitty bag is coming around the corner too. But you got to pay Haason Reddick, man. You got to pay Haason Reddick. You know what I mean? He took a cheap deal coming here because he want to be close to home. Haason might not want 35 M's a year, but that's the benchmark. You know what I'm saying? You can't give, like Micah Parsons ain't taking less than that. You know what I mean? It's going to be right there, or it's going to be more than that. But I feel like Hassan Reddick, he'll take a little less than that. I think Hassan Reddick will play ball for like 27. He'll play ball for 27. But, you know, Bosa just broke the bank. And Bosa might have screwed up the market. You know what I mean? In terms of, you know, how people are going to value and view this position, kind of like the Deshaun Watson contract. I think that this Bosa contract, San Fran, this one is going to have the same ripple effect that the Deshaun Watson contract had for quarterbacks. How they gave him all that guaranteed money. Then you got guys like Lamar holding out. He want his contract fully guaranteed because, hey, he was an MVP. If they're going to give Deshaun Watson this type of bag, why shouldn't a guy like Lamar get that type of bag? You know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray, he got a bag. It was a trickle-down effect. Herbert, these guys are about to get bags. Burrow, you know what I mean? And a lot of it, you know what I mean, stems from, you know, them looking at a Deshaun Watson contract and saying, well, I've done more than him. Why shouldn't I get this bag? Now, a lot of people haven't done more than Nick Bosa, but you got guys on that level. And this could have, you know, a detrimental effect on how we view these contracts for these edge rushers coming up down the pipe. You know, Jalen Hurts, man, been the talk of the town all offseason. Mr. Hurts season himself. You know what I mean? Himothy, Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? We know his name. Nike commercials, Tiana Taylor, all over the place, various endorsements, things of that nature. And you know, the respect is just now trickling down. You know what I mean? It's a trickle down effect in terms of, you know, respect that's being garnered for Jalen Hurts. And before I go any further in this video, I want to say happy birthday to my beautiful daughter, Victoria Brunson. She just turned 7 today. You know what I mean? That's why this video was late. I was out with my girl doing our thing. But this is what Bill Belichick had to say on Jalen Hurts, man. They questioned. What the question was, if Malik Cunningham can give the Patriots looks to prepare for Jalen Hurts. Now, you know, a lot of guys still when they're scrambling quarterbacks to give different looks to see how you would prepare for a mobile quarterback or whatever the case may be. Bill Belichick, and I quote, "You're talking about arguably the best player in the league." Stop right there before we get to the rest of the quote. Now, I don't care what none of y'all say. None of you quote-unquote film gurus, none of you hating-ass dudes from opposing fan bases, I don't care what none of y'all say. If Bill Belichick, arguably the greatest head coach in NFL history, the most winningest head coach in NFL history, guy coached in 10 Super Bowls, I believe. If Bill Belichick is telling you that Jalen Hurts is arguably the best player in the world, your opinion means nothing to me, man. Whatever.
Would have. Did you ever know of that? And do you think that maybe that has something to do with Bill's high praise of you?
Seems like there are a lot of people that would have taken me if I was there.
You got to say don't mean nothing to me, man. Bill Belichick, who's been around greatness in Tom Brady. If he's telling you that, then nothing you got to say. You're talking about arguably the best player in the league or one of the top 2 or 3 best players in the league. Nobody has anybody that can be him. So basically, Bill Belichick saying you can't duplicate that type of scrambling ability or that type of extending the play or that type of leaving the pocket and getting the first down with the pocket presence. You can't duplicate that. You can't duplicate that. Because once you keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket, you know what I mean? And by keeping him in the pocket, you must be playing some type of man defense with a spy. He cooking the man defense. Cooking the man defense. Once you play his zone, he's scrambling out, getting the yards with his legs, or he cooking his zone. The bottom line is Jalen Hurts could throw the ball. So you know what I mean? If Bill Belichick got this type of praise for Jalen Hurts, man, who are we to even, you know, have the testicular fortitude to refute anything being said in terms of, you know, positivity that's being spewed towards Jalen Hurts' way? I don't get it. I don't care what film you watch. And I use this watching the film thing very loosely because it seems like it's a lot. It's a gang of, you know, some of these guys out here that do this YouTube thing who think they're the only ones with access to film. You know what I mean? What good is looking at the film if you're going to lie about what you're looking at to fit your narrative? You know what I mean? If your film don't tell you that Jalen Hurts is him, then you need to get your eyes checked.